Hello guys, in this video I would like to show you how to use bullet physics in Poser together with the camera motion blur to produce this kind of effect. The way it works is that we have placed many spheres. It's like primitives. You can do it like this. For example, you can go to the props and let's add this box here. You can do it manually this way. You can place one by one and move into place. Okay. You can use the top camera and the front camera to place the primitives. You do this in the first frame, so you should do this not as I'm doing here. Let me remove. You should go to the first frame. Okay, in the first frame of the animation, you decide how many frames you will need, and then you place it in the top. Okay, something like I did here. I used an external tool to scatter the primitives, but you can do it anyway. Then it's time to go to you can go to the window, bullet physics. Once you have the bullet physics tab, let me remove the simulation I have here. Let's do another one. For you, it will look like this. So you click new, okay. Then you click objects. In the first tab, you leave the ground checked, choreography. In the second tab, where it says rigid, you click in the first piece you have from the primitives you placed in the air. I click the first one, so I hold shift and click the last one. This way they are all selected. Now I hold alt and left click one of them to select all. Make sure they are checked, click OK. Now I need to change the settings, because in the settings you will see that we have here -10 for the gravity, but I use it -3. Click OK. Now we click calculate. When we click calculate simulation, it will calculate for us each piece falling down. So we have that kind of movement. Okay, I forgot to mention that you will need to activate. Let me show you here. When you click here in the top right part of this tab, the document tab, you need to activate collisions. So collisions is off. You have to activate here collisions on. Okay, now we have the simulation, and we can see that if we scroll, there is a lot of things happening. Okay, so now that we have everything moving, we can choose place our camera anywhere we like, and we go to the camera. In the camera, I'm using here this camera, the main camera. We need to use for the motion blur tool. I use for the motion blur. The motion blur work with this mainly with this shutter close. That where 0 means the start of the frame and 1 it's the end of the frame. So if I choose 0, is like no effect. So I will choose 0.2. I go to the render settings. I need to activate. Make sure you have activate here the motion blur. I'm using optics fast, and I activate the motion blur. Now if I click render, let's see how it looks. Okay, now you see the kind of movement that we have. So that's how it works. You can place anything you want in the air, and once you have the movement, you just need to choose, and it will work for other things that are moving too. If you have the figure walking or running, you just have to go to the camera you are using, and don't forget to set the way you want the shutter close. You can test with different settings, but it depends on the velocity and other things. But that is how it works. You just have to set, you can use the default value here, but the important thing is that you use the render settings activated, the motion blue. Okay, thank you for watching. Have a nice day. Bye bye.